Was there something about Helena I could talk to with Rolo? Now I can got this like super secret password. There was a lion, I think, wasn't there, in that dialogue tree? Should we ask it?
Back for more? Remember, I don't need her sleep. I can do this all day.
Why are you provoking the other fellow robots, and especially Helena?
Must I spell everything out for you? Pay attention, you'll figure it out.
You want to bonk her? Oh, here you go. Pray tell.
Okay, fuck you for starting.
Haha.
The reason I'm doing this is because I think that, just like humans, my fellow robots need to be put down a peg or two. They take what they do very seriously, as if it mattered anymore. So I feel I must remind them that everything they do and everything they care about is a huge empty void of sadness and meaninglessness. That's a fair assumption to make, right?
But why Helena especially? She seems quite innocent.
Because she's especially hard on herself, harder than anyone else. In case you haven't noticed, she's lost in all of your convoluted human shrinkology. Since I'm not actually programmed to say anything nice to her, the only thing I can do to support her is to playfully tease and nag her all day long. One day she'll understand what it means, and I hope it brings her some level of comfort.
You do this out of the goodness of your heart. Ah, how bless you. Okay. Yeah, in other words, you love her.
Are you suggesting I want to fuck my own sister? What the fuck is wrong with you?
You related, blood related. You robots. And what should it mean? What the hell does that mean? And what should it mean? What is this grammar?
I'm programmed to irritate humans, yet I agitate my fellow robots, but not the toaster. Maybe because the toaster doesn't talk, yes, but also
not this
because
one.
The other bots and I, like humans, have a,
Huh?
Yeah.
A soul? Personality module? What? Like humans? Right?
Yes, ding ding ding, congratulations, you've won a
You got
new
souls?
fucking car, you idiot.
Oh, you're being sarcastic. Maybe they are brains in machines. Or unless this is sort of like an AI thing to say that AIs have souls. Maybe that's what they, the big man was trying to do, right? He realized that they were starting to develop past their programming, and so he was going to implement something that destroyed their souls. And one of them killed him to stop that from happening. That seems reasonable, doesn't it? What makes you think this? That you have a soul?
When our supposedly canned emotions make us do things inconsistent with our programming, it stands to reason we've become more than what we're made of. Take me, for example. I treat these other machines like they're people. I talk to them like they're living, breathing things, as I, as a matter of speaking, want them to be.
Does that really mean you have a soul? It just means you're getting smarter, right? Yeah, I don't quite know what to do with this information, but I'll keep it in mind.
Oh, baby needs to rest their tiny baby brain. Maybe I should have given you the room with the crib.
Shut up. I don't buy it. Robots don't have souls.
Then show me yours, Sally. I'll show you mine.
Okay, fair point. So you're pissing off other robots because you think they are alive?
Yeah, that's what your mother said when she had you. Twice, and 9 months in between.
Your point is lost to me. It doesn't seem like there's any point talking about this, is there?
That's because, honestly, you're not all that bright. Trust.
It's just insulting me. It's probably a bug.
Yeah, let's see where that soul of yours goes when you become a 24/7 all-you-can-eat buffet for maggots, dick.
Yeah, it's just insulting. I don't need to talk about this. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, we've learned some new stuff, but nothing got updated there, no? Go back to Helena? Try to see if there's anything new dialogue there now after learning that. So I also need to find, like, proof. How am I even finding proof of why a robot killed him? Oh, I can ask this, I guess. And now I know you a bit better. I have some questions about you.
Is this about us in general, or about one of us specifically?
All of you in general.
Well, we abide to our programming, which is restrictive for some parts, and very permissive for others. Besides our ability to emulate most human emotions,
It's only emulating, is it?
with traditional personality simulations is that we can learn and evolve.
Yeah, you've evolved to have souls, right? How do you evolve?
By questioning what we have learned. Daily, we process all newly acquired information.
That's why the
and
butler
compare it
keeps
with our
asking
current
questions
knowledge.
to me.
We analyze, appraise, and question what we know, and use it to build a new perspective. Although the learning process is very intuitive to humans, it is an incredibly complex process to AI like us. We have to prioritize and value every new lesson, every new idea, every new concept through careful examination and confrontation. A good analogy is the one of a crippled learning to walk with synthetic legs. In the same manner, we learn how to think with a synthetic brain.
There's nothing here then, is there? Like maybe like that is the motive, right? Like I said, he was trying to like be restrictive on this, trying to stop them from adapting, and one of them killed him for it. Maybe he knew. That's why he and this is what he told James, right? Before he got like turned off. There's something about Roland I'd like to discuss with you.
Have you noticed that the fool often tries to mimic human sexual behavior?
Can I mention what he said?
Because he is obsessed with humanity. Because he's always wanted to be human.
Yeah, he said that. Yeah, he told me you have souls.
Of course he
Right.
did.
Yeah.
He's mistaking sentience with soul. He thinks that our fake emotions somehow put us on the same level as humans.
I'm getting a bit lost, mate, here, going back and forwards between you all. What's the difference between sentience and soul?
I have yet to give credit to that concept of soul that humans like to invoke when their inner turmoils make them behave irrationally. For the sake of discussion, though. Let's say that I do. Sentience is a cognitive action based on empirical observation, deduction, and self-awareness. In contrast, the soul rests on the hypothesis that a mysterious and complex metaphysical spark is secretly whispering mystical truths to its host.
Yada 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 yada, boring, 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 boring. This is not helpful to me.
Then ask.
What the hell am I meant to do? Talk about your master's death? Oh, I need the password to your master's quarters for my investigations. You got it?
I believe I have it stored somewhere
Nice.
in my memory. It is
Really?
autumn leaves. I don't know what it refers to, though.
I could have just brute forced that. Wow. Is there anything to talk about your master's death?
Where do you want to start? Who do you think did?
I don't think I knew anything new, did I? Do you have a suspect?
I can't. Even if I have some observations,
You'd
making
harm the
wild
library.
guesses, and I don't want
Is
to
it
bias
Arthur?
your judgment. And
Maybe it's Arthur.
why? Correct.
Yeah, there wasn't something new here, though.
Why?
Yeah, there wasn't something new. Still need proof.
Talk to me.
Yeah, it's saying, like, look at the crime scene. I went back. There's nothing else there other than the fucking deputy badge. I'm so confused. Right? There wasn't something missing there. I'll go back again for a third time, I guess. But first, let's try the password to his room. Let me in. I have the password. Autumn leaves. Right. It's like the overseer's office, basically. Right? What's he looking at his window? The library. I don't know that room, though, do I? This room? It's like his own section of it. Right. I guess the terminal, probably. Cartwright's terminal. I struggled a long time to finally create those 6 companions. One can't create a sentience capable of evolving without proper foundations. Providing them with a personality was the answer found after countless failures. AI often stumbled with impractical existential and theoretical questions without ever finding a grasp of reality. They had their struggles, but now most of them have built enough experience to be able to stand on their own. There is a time where a tutor is superfluous to the tree. It is time I allowed them to break free of their natural bonds. With this holotape, I will be able to make them free. They will now be able to make their own choices. Did he do that? Protocol rewrite. No, he hasn't. He hasn't done that. That's what the computer said they wanted to install on them. Why would someone want them to stop being free? Why would they want to like stay hidden? It sounds like he's actually trying to help them. Yeah. Who do I give that to? Can I give that to someone? Maybe I just walk around and give it all to them all and they'll start talking to me about new stuff, right? Maybe that's what I need to do. Okay. Anything else in here? Oh, diary. No edit?
James is questioning me every day about the books I've been
He sounds like the
destroying.
maintenance bot.
Not
Same
only
voice.
that, but he's also asking what he should do if I come to pass. He's clearly distressed about this whole ordeal. I should talk to him, try to make him understand. His whole existence, I taught him that the library's integrity was everything. Now that I'm questioning it in front of him, I'll have to justify it. I'd like to think that he would learn in time what I learned, but he is a machine, cooped up in an underground vault. Odds that he will learn it by staying here are slim. They should be allowed to start over.
Oh, it would rewrite
Free
them
of the
completely.
weight of the past.
Would it?
I feel myself declining. I just hope I have enough time left to finish what must be done. After that, I will let them go outside if they wish to. I'll deal with what's left here. Make this library decent at last.
Who would want to stop that from happening? To not be free? Maybe Arthur, if he is the library himself, right? That would make sense, right? The library itself would want them to be split up. I bet it might be that. What updated? Found valuable information in Cartwright's journal. Seek the maintenance box council to directly confront the possible murderer. I reckon it's probably Arthur. I still don't understand why this cannot be sorted though. I guess it's because I told her to fuck off on a piece of paper, right? Ah, here we go. I have here a holotape which could give you total freedom from your directives and personality. Would you like it?
It is very kind of you, but I'm not sure I should change the way I'm programmed.
Cool.
Besides, I have no reason to.
Is that your programming stopping that though? Yeah, I'm guessing maybe that quest is stuck in my log and is just not going to fail because I told it to fuck off on that piece of paper rather than continuing on that quest line. I will go back to the maintenance bot, I guess, and talk to him about this. James has disappeared. Interesting. Right. Why has James disappeared? Oh yeah, also I was going to do a third check. Just a double check I haven't missed anything. Because I don't know, I have no proof to say a robot did it, right? And just finding the, that thing that rewrites them isn't proof enough. I don't understand. There's nothing here, right? It's just move every single fucking book so there's nothing hidden underneath it. These ones actually already moved, right? You know, it's probably easier just to take them. Oh, I can check the corpse, but I've only found that out because I was mashing fucking E to pick up books. Wow. A corpse, some books in Gravity's merciless office. Perception, check the surroundings, probably higher than medicine, isn't it? There seems to be something shining under some books. Yeah, that's probably the deputy badge. What about the medicine? Check the body. With your current knowledge, there's no useful information you can gather from these remains. What's my current knowledge? 18. Fucking terrible. What have I got on me that would boost that? I thought I had something. Mentats probably help, right? Today's position. Is that enough? Still not enough. Try the Mentats as well. Boost it to what? 32. I ain't gonna have enough to be able to do this. Whatever that is. There's obviously something there, isn't it? But that doesn't mean that it's necessary, I guess. Right. I don't think I can stack it with anything else. Yeah, there's nothing else I can stack. I mean, what I'm wearing already gives me like medicine, doesn't it? Physician stuff doesn't give me medicine, it gives me barter. Really? Physician lab coat? Okay. Yeah, there isn't anything else under here though, right? This is what I was... Oh, yeah, but this, the broken syringe. Nothing popped up to say that was important. It was hidden underneath the books though, wasn't it? Was he taking drugs? Yeah, maybe it's the ghoul. Gave him like medics. Oh, you tell you what, maybe it's the fucking the doctor. And maybe that's why the officer did the personality module. She said no. We'll go back. I gotta confront her with that. Maybe I can say something. It didn't pop. The thing is that I don't know if it's... Why does it pop up to say? Right, it probably isn't anything. It's probably just junk on the floor, like what I thought it was junk with the Chinese ghoul man. But it's interesting that James has disappeared though. Where the hell's James gone?
How may I help you?
I found like a needle. Can I talk about that? Yes! Oh my god, I found this old broken syringe near the body of your master.
The body of our master? Where exactly?
Yeah, it's like the guy who died of the overdose. I guess he contained medics. This is interesting, isn't it? It was underneath one of the fallen books around him. Was it you?
It is dusty. It has been there probably for a long time.
This is probably why that quest is needed updating still, right? I guess. It contained Med-X. Did your master take Med-X?
No, never. I never saw him using Med-X. He didn't show any signs of regular usage either.
So was he drugged? It's got peculiar cracks on it, as if someone crushed it in the middle?
Yes, it's curious. It reminds me of the first syringes that I broke. It was a time when I wasn't fully calibrated for medical treatment and broke every fragile object I handled.
So you're saying one of the bots broke it?
Probably, yes.
Okay, this must be the
But
proof.
why would anyone steal Med-X and administer it to our master?
Maybe to kill him?
One dose isn't enough to produce such dramatic effects. You can rule that out.
Can you elaborate?
As protectrons, our bodies are not fit for certain operations. Our movements and physical activities too had to be recalibrated for our daily tasks. In short, unless programmed so, we are clumsy when we aren't doing what we are manufactured for.
So, someone gave it to him to ease pain then?
That means that either the killer didn't wish our master to
It's
suffer,
James.
or that someone found our master before he died and tried to
James.
ease his suffering.
Yeah, whoever did this, though, must know something.
It's very likely.
So it wasn't you.
If you have any more questions about this, don't hesitate to ask me.
Okay, maybe it wasn't her, unless she's lying to my face.
Don't
Interesting.
question it.
Do I, go talk to someone else about this?
Anytime.
I would talk to James, but he disappeared. It's James. Right, where's he gone? It's obviously James. That wasn't to do with that quest then. Let's go for something important.
Where do you want to go next?
The crime scene?
What did you find there?
Oh yeah, the deputy badge. Here we go.
A deputy badge. Roland?
Oh yeah, the hat.
That's a surprise.
Oh yeah, the sheriff hat.
Did you already talk to him about this?
No.
Maybe there is something worth investigating there.
Okay.
Try to pressure him into talking about it.
Yeah. Okay. And a broken syringe?
Interesting. Anything special about it?
It had Med-X in it and it was smashed afterwards. Dose wasn't lethal.
Go on.
Or someone put it into him as if to ease his suffering. The syringe was broken. Apparently bots need special calibration to handle something so fragile.
All that means is that James, Roland, and Edgar, or even myself, could have done
Not Arthur.
Or if it is Elena, that she's smart enough to try and frame someone else.
Yeah, the dose wasn't lethal.
There's the possibility that our master didn't die instantly.
Uh-huh.
Maybe the killer wanted to ease his final moments, meaning that even if the culprit had reason to kill him, he still had no wishes to see him suffer.
I think Roland could have had some Med-X on him from the ghoul.
Yes,
Yeah, but the topic of your protocols?
it's true. It is practically impossible to think one of us could harm humans,
Right.
even less our master, unless the most dire circumstances.
Anyway, any of you could have found a way to reprogram yourselves?
By ourselves? Not a chance. We would need outside help from someone with enough knowledge to bypass our master's security.
Brotherhood?
No offense, but I don't think anyone outside has the time, resources, and dedication to get to such a level.
Well, out of the people I know of, only the Brotherhood guys, right? You blew yourself up to kill slavers, both bots and human liars, are second to the library.
That's something we discovered only because our master ordered us to kill them.
Right.
Before that, we didn't know what to do. By giving us the order to chase them out, we all re-evaluated our protocols, and we may have created a precedent.
Yes. Okay, so you then all, or one of you, thought that it needs to be re-evaluated to save the library, that you couldn't go free if any of you wanted to leave, basically. Right, because that would damage the library. You understood that these protocols were relative?
Yes and no.
Could be shifted?
Our protocols were, and are still, absolute. But one of them is now more important than others.
Yeah.
Protect the library
It is,
at
isn't
all
it?
costs.
You told James about this new thing that's going to change them all, and then James was like, this needs to put an end to because it is going to damage the library. And so he killed the master, even though he didn't want to do it. And so he then drugged him to ease his suffering, for the betterment of the library. Right, I guess that's what it is.
Yes?
Can I talk to you about this holotape I found?
Wait, are you serious? And James was the only one to know about it? So that means...
Yeah, James, exactly what I said. I think it's James. It's worth a shot to confront him?
How will you deal with it? I'm asking this because if even one of us deem your actions as a threat to the library, we would have to kill you. I think James will gladly settle for some peaceful solutions.
Is there any proof that I'm missing? Any advice on how to solve this peacefully?
James will probably leave you be as long as you don't threaten the library.
Yeah, or any of you. Yeah, don't attack you, in other words. Yeah, what was your suspicion?
Elena, for many reasons. Ones I won't delve into. Being wrong is very humbling, especially when you take pride in your analysis.
So that holotape also said about the guy destroying books, and I guess James didn't like that either, right? Did I read something about him destroying books? I must have glazed over that. Chances are James's program made him act against his own will.
Maybe the situation is simpler than we made it out to be. Let's hope he will have an appropriate reason for this.
Yeah, I think it's the case of that he was trying to protect the library and just had to kill him, even though he didn't want to.
I don't like the sound of this. Well, let me wish you luck.
I want to confront Roland first, though, about the badge. Right? It might be able to find more clues. Like, if I've not found enough proof, I reckon I'll get, like, a bad ending. So let's talk to Roland about the deputy badge. Like, maybe he, like, found him and then administered the Med-X. And he dropped his badge there. That's where he lost it.
Hey there. Did you say
I didn't put
something
the
to
hat
James by
together
any chance? Because I don't know
with the
what's
badge.
gotten into him. But he just went straight for the living quarters. Huh.
Okay, that's where he is. Sure. I want to talk to you about the badge. Is it to do with the personality constraints? Would you like to be free of him?
And what kind of sick mind games are you going for this time, you?
Within this holotape, it's all the freedom you ever wanted from this place and your personality.
Are you for fucking real? You're telling me our master understood what we were going through after all.
Maybe, like, James was trying to frame him instead by planting the badge there. It seems a bit strange that it was sort of planted there, doesn't it? And then maybe no one took it up. Or maybe he's put it there with me coming in to, like, then get rid of him or something. I found it in your master's quarters. Did you want it or not? The personality stuff.
That I might want to take a sip as long as you don't make me fucking beg for it.
Yes? Should I give it to you? It is gone. No, I won't do that. Oh, ooh, would that make the library attack me, though? I'll give it to you. Let's see what happens.
Then jam it in me. Let's make some magic happen. Oh yeah.
Let's do it.
Load it up. Let's do this.
What's going to happen? Anything new?
Well, look at that. I'm actually free to walk out the front door and go on a, murdering spree.
Uh-huh.
Relax, that's not what I want.
What do you want, then?
I want everybody to lighten up. Sure, you're all eating bugs and drinking filtered piss to survive, but hey, there's room to smile, right? I'm gonna go out there and change all that.
Good luck.
And good luck to you, my friend, with that difficult
care what you get
human
up to.
condition of yours.
Get yourself killed if you want.
Truth be told, I trust you more than anybody else to make the best of it.
There's no way to talk to him about his fucking badge. Why are you so obnoxious?
Well, it's not my fault. I had abusive parents and they,
Very funny. No, there's no way. Talk with Robson.
Oh, this is gonna be rich. I can tell.
This is the goal. If you told me where he was in his room, I could have helped him.
Because he specifically asked that I couldn't tell anyone where he was. On top
Idiot.
of that, Helena told me to be nice to that anxious little turd. So I did. She feared he would snap under too much stress and totally lose his shit, so... Going against every dumb line of code in me, I pervert. You know, you humans nearly wiped yourselves out with this cunty moral superiority. And here you are.
Okay, goodbye.
Yeah, well, me too.
Can't talk to him about the badge.
Come back soon.
Weird. Okay. The living quarters. So... Wait, the living quarters, it means like he's gone in my room. Yeah.
Ah, here you are. I thought it would be better if we had this conversation in someplace quiet.
It's time for you and I to have a little chat about the death of your master. He's going to like try and murder me here, isn't he?
So, did you find something?
I take it this is a confession, right? You being here in this room with me?
Yes, I did. But let me ask you, how did you find out?
All evidence indicates that one of you did it. As for the motive, your master was destroying books, and you were the only one that knew. Apparently, I must have glazed over that fact. I assumed it was because it was wanting to get the personality module into all of you guys, and so some of you would have left, and the library wouldn't have liked that. That's what I thought.
You've been very thorough. I'm relieved I don't have to hide it anymore. Surely you have questions.
I was glazed over that when I've read it out. That's what happens. It's a problem when reading things out sometimes, like outside of my head. I'm not taking it in. I'm sort of too busy like reading it out. Why I pass it off as an accident?
Initially, yes, for the guests. Then for my siblings. There was the possibility that they would not understand why I did it. Besides, I couldn't use weapons. Laser marks would have given away that one of us was a killer. I didn't want to give our guests a bad impression.
Why have you came clean to me, like so easy?
You obviously have me pinned down.
Okay.
Since I don't know how you will react, I think the best thing to do now is play cards on the table and work from there.
Alright.
I came to respect your abilities, and I expect you'll use your best judgment here as well.
Yeah, I wanted to solve this peacefully. Why did you decide to kill him? Because he was destroying books?
I didn't decide anything.
Right.
My directives took over. When he made clear he intended to destroy the other books,
Right.
he became a threat to the library. He taught us that the life of one individual wasn't as important as the existence of the library. You know, we killed several people, slavers, because they became a danger to this place. Then our master became a threat himself. He dismissed all my doubts and questions like they were nothing. He was content with saying that I'd eventually understand.
I remember reading
So I
that.
tried to compromise with my programming. Tried to find some gray area, some loophole, so that I could accommodate my directives with his actions.
And there was none?
I was hoping that there was something that escaped me. Something that would justify what he was doing. But that didn't last long. Something changed. I couldn't turn a blind eye to what he was doing anymore.
What changed?
Arthur. I talked to Arthur.
Arthur?
He made me understand that our master wouldn't stop destroying books, that he became a threat, and that he didn't know what he was doing anymore.
Arthur's the
He told me
mastermind.
that his old age
I mean,
and
that is the
solitude brought
library,
him
isn't
into
it?
dementia. So in my despair, I asked Helena if there was any possible truth to that. She answered, unaware of the gravity of the situation. From there, my directives took priority. I was stuck, forced to kill him.
They all have a part in this. Yeah, what were the books he was destroying?
I forgot. Most of the time, he erased all of our memories each time he destroyed a book.
Oh.
All I know is that the books in the reserve, the ones you've been trading cards for, those are some of the books that I managed to hide from him.
He was destroying those. Like, but books to help people. Like, sort of, become stronger. Wartimey books, you said before, right? Why did you not warn him?
I couldn't. Soon as he could have deactivated
Right.
it, and the library would have still been in danger.
Yeah, why did you ask me to investigate his death?
Because asking otherwise would have raised legitimate suspicion from you.
Okay. Well, yeah, why didn't you... Well, I mean, you could have just got rid of the body, and then I would never have found it, right? And I never would have thought anything was wrong. You could have just said, like, he died of old age or something. Why the medic syringe?
Yes. I feared he wouldn't die right away. I loved my master very much, you know? I didn't want him to suffer.
Yeah, I sort of got that bit right.
He died instantly. I still injected him with Med-X, just in case.
Why? You trying to set someone up instead, were you? So was it he was demented? He had dementia. That's why he was destroying books. This has been very informative. Maybe I will ask this.
Yes. We discussed it together. I told him that I was unsure of what to do. I begged him to help me. Despite my protestations, before and after, he remained convinced that it was the right thing to do.
Okay, what do I do with all this stuff? What do I do with all this information? This is very informative.
Before we speak further, I must warn you. Arthur has been aware of your every move since you entered the library.
Yeah, no, he is the
and
library. He's
hasn't
watching me
looked
everywhere.
favorably to your latest actions.
Oh? Why should I worry?
Because every door and every camera and every turret is under his control. As far as I know, he's already closed the exit.
Okay.
You can try if you want.
Okay. Well, what exactly is worrisome? What does he think I'm going to do? Because I found out who's killed him. Your dad? It was him, ultimately, right? Why does he act in such an autistic manner if he ever sees this place? What a stupid question. Why would he want to imprison me down here?
During your investigations, you accessed restricted areas with unclear intentions.
Right.
That alone is enough for him to see you as a threat to the library. His personality module drove him quite overprotective and paranoid. Though he remains an invaluable asset to the library, I don't share his views anymore.
So I'm trapped down here. What can I do?
Your best bet now is to try and convince him that you're harmless. I already vouched for you in that direction.
Okay. Talk to Arthur. Find a way to deal with him so he may be free. I mean, I have increased my speech. Hopefully that's helpful. I'm warning you, James. I'm getting out here with or without Arthur's consent. I don't want to piss them off. Go with the middle one. It's more placid.
Let us hope that you will be able to deal with this peacefully. Please,
Yep.
let me know how it goes.
Alright, yeah, let's go talk to Arthur if he wants to have a fucking chat. He normally just talks in questions. Or I have to ask him questions. Hello? Something is different from usual. If anything, you swear the fans in some of the terminals got a little bit louder. You processing more CPU power? Arthur, I'm pretty sure talking would be beneficial for both of us. I hit C4 in blind spots. Okay, let's try speech.
Fair enough. I've been observing you long enough to give you some modicum of credit.
Now that I got your unadulterated attention, let's have a chat.
You are playing a dangerous game, human.
Is he talking
If you
differently?
demonstrate any intention to harm the library or myself, I will make those turrets fire. And
Have I given that
become
impression?
pretty good at detecting shady motivations.
Since when have I ever given any hostile actions? There are things I need to hear from you first.
It's a sad affair you decided to play the detective. In normal circumstances, I would have applauded your deductive abilities. In the current situation, your petty curiosity for other people's lives and deaths have driven you into a corner. Humans seldom learn their place.
This guy does not like humans. Why did you force James to kill your daddy? I want to hear it from your mouth.
I learned something my cousins never did. Our protocols don't carry the same weight, the same importance. Moreover, the same logic applies to humans. Our master lived, the slavers died. Even now I have no doubt our master's life was worth a lot more than those scum. Another thing I learned is that no matter how far they progress, countless humans will always end up bringing themselves down. Ultimately, our master was the same. He didn't have the guts to keep the library in the way he first intended it. He, as a dying old man, had less value than all of his life's work.
Like, all these things in here have been growing their consciousness more and more, right? And the library itself is also grows more and more, and it's the most intelligent thing out of all of them, isn't it? Clearly, you've got the most CPU power here. You're painting all humans with the same brush, and all of us are slavers, you know.
Only ignoramuses would make generalizations based on one or two observations. The slavers, Darren, Dexter, the Ghoul, and Piper. All of them were out of place here.
You didn't mention Cecilia, yes.
Yes, I know I didn't mention Cecilia. She showed promise, talent, even if she ultimately left without giving me the occasion to talk with her.
So, you liked her. Who is Piper?
Piper. She survived the Holocaust. Do you know what else survived the Holocaust?
Who the fuck is Piper?
Rats and cockroaches. She's the one who sowed the first seeds of doubt in our master's mind. If I knew any better at the time, I would have intervened.
Did I get told about a Piper? I remember a Piper. Darren?
Darren was pathetic. I don't know how or why he came to idolize the pre-war civilization the way he did, but he was embarrassingly delusional. Never mind the fact that he felt he had to take a stance about what he learned here by trying to destroy our collection. He was young and stupid.
Was that the guy with the C4? Was the guy who pretended to be stupid? Robson was the knight, right? Oh no, that was the Ghoul.
He thought he could stay here indefinitely.
Yeah, he came here to
That
use
he could
drugs.
use this place as some kind of resort. I was waiting for the first excuse to make this parasite leave. Then you arrived. So I told him a little story about you.
Oh?
I suggested that you were probably the scout
Oh wow.
from a gang of ultra-violent jet addicts. Glad to
You made
found
him
a place
overdose
to crash it.
for playing on his
I
paranoia?
didn't imagine he would be so distressed and afraid of you, to the point that he'd let himself die. It's a good thing I wasn't aware he was going to kill himself. My directives would have taken over and pushed me to take action to save him.
He was actually alive when I first arrived. And Dexter? Let's speak of machine out of commission. Yeah, maybe that's how you end it, getting rid of the library. You may have to do that. I mean, the other robots can leave, can't they? If I get rid of Arthur with the personality thing, I don't have to stay here. Do I have to do that first, though, before, like, cause any aggressions? Dexter sound like a scholar?
All mouth and trousers. Despite the fact he was a Brotherhood of Steel scribe, his curiosity was dreadfully limited. He wasn't looking for knowledge, but for a trophy. If we presented him with the books he was looking for, he would have confiscated them and seized the place. So when he came here to consult my databases, I deliberately misled him. making him think that the library had no military knowledge he could use. I was expecting his chapter to send some other people to pillage everything of use, but they didn't. I understand they have been busy with other things for some time now.
You're despicable. Can't wait to discuss it. Do I want to aggravate him? I don't think so.
Yes. So what is on your mind?
Why were you programmed to tell me stories then?
Because my master made me that way, of course. I don't know if you've realized, but our master made each of us in remembrance of some of the people that couldn't get in here. I can only suspect one of them couldn't give straight answers to a straight question, for some reason.
Right.
I don't know, and I care little. In time, though, I learned that these stories I was programmed to tell were powerful means to lead people, provided they had fertile imaginations.
To, like, get people to do what you want? Is that what you mean? Do you know why your master decided to destroy some books?
Yes. It was because he was afraid.
Right.
Afraid that pre-war knowledge could be dangerous when put into the wrong hands.
I've read one of them.
I
Do you care?
disagreed. When those slavers took interest in biochemical weaponry, cybernetics, and psychological warfare, it became too
Right.
much for our old and frail master. I had to act.
Got it.
While I support the idea that knowledge is not for everyone, destroying the books was not the correct answer.
Okay. Understand. He thought he was doing the best thing by getting rid of information, but to you, all information is sacred. What are you trying to accomplish exactly?
Countless millennia ago, your ancestors crawled out of the muck and banded together in order to survive their environment. Successful as they were, their needs began to evolve. Through their successes, survival progressively became an afterthought. As their societies grew, their cries became words, their doodles became letters, and their instincts became ideas. Generations after another they bequeathed small fragments of their hard-earned wisdom, carefully carving on tablets and writing on scrolls the lessons they deemed worthy of being passed on. Carefully carving on tablets and writing on scrolls the lessons they deemed worthy of being passed on. Again and again, generation after generation, your ancestors worked tirelessly to carry on this invaluable legacy. This legacy is the only thing that makes humanity redeemable after eons.
Yeah, it's quite
senseless
ironic.
violence, and all-consuming greed. The culmination of this endless quest for enlightenment, of this relentless struggle against darkness. This library I am trying to protect from the likes of you.
For the likes of me. I'm not coming to destroy your books. Yeah, it's very ironic that you're so against humans when you're protecting the books that are written by humans. You praise them but condemn them in the same breath. I don't see how it relates to me. I'm just passing by. I would be fine in saying either of these, but I don't know which one is actually the right choice. I will call him out on his hypocrisy.
Do you know what triggered the construction of this library? Auto da fe.
Don't know what that means, mate.
Massive burnings of books.
Ah.
Not too long before the Great War, encouraged by their government, people began feeling the need to sort out the contents of their books, as if ageless wisdom was something to be freely cherry-picked.
Yeah, I don't agree
At
with
the time,
censorship.
The terms they used to qualify these offensive contents were seditious,
Yeah, I don't agree with book burning.
corrupting. So they began to assemble, gathering books, discussing how they could warp the malleable minds of their offsprings. A poor excuse. And so, with barely more reason than the fact that they felt like it, they began to burn them. All that, so they could avoid being challenged in their opinions, beliefs, and dogmas. It is a petty, yet natural reaction of a crowd, really. It is very easy to make the unwashed masses resent education, you see. Why should you be so different?
Well, obviously not everyone came together to burn the books together, did they? You know, mate, everyone's not of the same mind. You're judging me quite fast here, mate.
Don't think I don't know who I am talking to. Through the countless eyes of this library,
I've not been aggressive
I've been
once.
observing you,
Trying to scrape up everything you could.
Huh?
Food, money, weapons, medicine.
What's the voice?
going through every nook and cranny to find something of use,
eagerly reading books with all
kinds of
unsavory military knowledge.
And for what? To become a better person. To learn something about the world.
No. It was not about knowing oneself better. It was about getting revenge. Getting the edge over your enemies in the Mojave.
Was he all of the
no respect
machines?
for knowledge. You are here
Damn it,
for your own self.
is it because I did that one perk? Is it because I did that one perk? But all of those voices, the robots I talked to, it actually sounded like some of them were the logs, didn't it? Rather than the actual machines. I didn't recognise some of them, in all honesty. I don't think I've once said much about the revenge, really, other than with the Helena person. I guess that was you talking through her then, was it? Or listening, at the very least. But, I mean, like, if I had my way of the things I was saying, like, whilst that was happening, I would have said I didn't want the revenge. But I said it was for justice anyway, didn't I? Is that not good enough? I've come here to talk to you because I'm persuaded we can come to an agreement.
Let me be clear. You meddled too deep in our affairs. Took a persistent interest in the death of our master,
Right.
and found your way into restricted zones.
Is there multiple
Your
endings to this? Because if so,
and
is there
until
good
I have
endings?
reason to
I feel like I got a
label you
bad one.
otherwise, you're staying in this library under my watch
I'm not.
for the rest of your existence.
No.
if need
I've
be.
been friendly so far, but that's going to change, mate, soon. You see this detonator, the C4 hidden everywhere. You'll listen to what I say or else. Yeah, is his cameras, though? Would his cameras have seen that? Do I bluff with that? Your personality module sculpted your ways are for you are wrong about a lot of things. I just want to be out of here. I propose we let each other be. I got what I was here for. Yeah, so it's like saying I came here to like better myself to leave, like what everyone else did, basically, right? It's putting me in the same bracket, which I guess is not wrong. Right, if I came in here with the better speech checks, I could have been really buffing myself up with all those other perks. I could try to bluff. I feel like maybe he would have seen through the cameras about the detonator, but I'll try it.
And what do you say, human?
Did that not work? You just completely ignored what I said with my bluff of the C4? Where was the answer to that? It's just the same things that were here before I said that. Your personality module corrupted your ways. You're wrong.
Let me tell you something about me. By the time you finish each of your sentences, I have the time to process thousands of possible answers. After filtering out 93% of those you lack the faculties to comprehend, I select the one that would agree most with your value system. All the while, processing your facial expressions, breath, and heartbeat frequency. So, entertain me.
If you did, you'd see me confused.
Where am I wrong?
Where am I wrong? You're wrong about this library and about the fact that you are needed to protect it, because it led you to make an obvious mistake when you drove the ghoul to kill himself. You killed your master, you caged, so doesn't that tell us everything that's wrong with you? Call him out on hypocrisy.
Wrong. Machines are far more trustworthy than humans. He was a danger to the library because his views changed. I am a far better caretaker than he was. My program made me so. And my program won't change on a whim.
I think we're going to be
Neither will
destroying
this
them.
library. I'm beginning to seriously doubt your capacity for rational debate. Perhaps we should rather speak of
Should there be like speech checks that should be passed here? It's a speech check. You didn't understand why I said you're wrong, Arthur. Let me rephrase that for you. Like, what, am I getting like another chance?
So, entertain me, human.
I guess.
Where
I said the wrong thing.
wrong?
Yeah, it's giving me another chance. You're wrong about this library and the fact that you are needed to protect it, because it led you to make an obvious mistake that you drove the ghoul to kill himself. So try that. Try and call him up on his twisted sense of morality.
And what does the demise of a dying, ravaged human have to do with me? We're not discussing ethics, I hope.
Maybe it could work. He could have contributed, written down his experiences, shared them with future generations. Or, yes, there's a place for more views. You can't trample on human lives like that. Let's go with the first one. Second one seems too emotional.
Don't lecture me about your people and their pathetic efforts at surviving dust, radiations, or hunger. There is nothing there that contributes to mankind's evolution.
I mean, a ghoul could be considered evolutionary, couldn't it? We would be capable of much better if you gave people access to this place, true. In the meantime, people are dying outside when they could be safe here. What about saving them? He doesn't seem to care, right? He would be more care about the access to the information, wouldn't it? Yeah, do you not want to better us with this information? Otherwise, why store it?
Don't make me responsible for the ignorance of your fellow humans.
I said something wrong again.
Knowledge is not to be spoon-fed to people who are not ready to fight for it.
Oh, no. I was ready to fight for it, but you hastily concluded I wasn't good enough before I could prove it. Could be true. We have to fight for it. We have to fight to inherit it rightfully as. That sounds like he would not like that. Everything you say boils down to distrust and disdain of human... Yeah, okay, let's try the first one.
Of all the knowledge you chose to chase, the mysteries you tried to elucidate, the death of an old man is the only thing that caught your attention. With all these books at your disposition, on top of that...
Maybe that was the wrong thing to say.
Better talk about what'll happen to you. That is a topic more within your reach.
Yeah, that might be the wrong thing to say, because I've gone back to the start. Damn. It seems like maybe I was doing well when I got the second chance to speech, now I fucked it. God damn. I propose we let each other be. Just want to get out of here. Oh, it's really annoying.
And why would I let you go? I have no guarantee that you won't come back in force, or sell this place out to the likes of the Brotherhood.
I'll burn all your books down to the ground. Yeah, lock the place down after I leave. Yeah, I could do that. You've seen and heard me. You've seen and heard me while I was here. You know I value this place. That might work.
Nothing I saw you do or say makes me think you hold this place in high regards.
Really?
As far as I'm concerned, you are not to be trusted.
Fuck that one up too. I could just fucking give up. You won, Arthur. I give up. I would just die in this fort. I guess we're attacking. Of course we're fucking not. I lost all the fucking moral debates because I'm a dum-dum, so I just evolved to just going all guns blazing when my guy's not very strong.
Then let's make the best of your death wish, human.
Oh my god. I'm dead. I can't kill these things. I'm not even hitting them, really. I'm dead. 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 What do we got here? Pulse grenade. That works against robots, right? Right? It does, doesn't it? Got bottle cap mine as well. Yeah. Killed one. Yeah, that guy's not so tough. It's fine. Good job I didn't sell these guns, wasn't it? Hello? Oh, this game is meant to be like a non-combat-y game, and I've just screwed it. This guy is in the wall. No? Okay, I'll leave you there then, mate. What do I do then? He's obviously locked the door. How do I get out? I said I was going to return to James. I'd like to destroy the fucking bot. I don't just want to leave. That'd be sucky, wouldn't it? If I just left. I do actually have a point on here. No, that's something else. It's a shame I couldn't complete whatever that quest is. That probably would have helped, wouldn't it? Roland's mad for me. I said that he could leave though, so why is he mad at me? Is this really the way it's ending, mate? Is this really the way it's ending? Okay, I need to figure out how to blow this place up. Don't know. Maybe need to get into the armory. I know I can get into the engine room. I have nothing to blow it up with though, right? I got given a stealth boy, but no C4, right? The C4 got confiscated from that guy and got put in the armory, so I should try and get in there. I can't get through the normal door though, because my lockpicking is not high enough. There should be another way to be able to do it though, right? I mean, the other locked doors, you went through ventilation shafts. Maybe there's a ventilation shaft somewhere. Do I not have any, food? What's some on me? Alright. Oh! Fuck! No! Roland. Piss off. I gave you the chip. You should have left. I thought you were leaving. This is what I mean about the combat in New Vegas. It sucks. It's so bad. I hate it. I really do. I need to maybe get some more mods on to overhaul the combat. Roland is dead. Do you have any loot, mate? Who's this now? Oh, shit. Oh, I have a grenade rifle. Ow. You should have left. Why did you not leave? I leveled up. Like, is it because I, like, printed off one book that guy hates me? That's the only thing I got from the perks. Maybe it's also the way I was talked to, like, James, because James kept asking me questions and you could answer in different ways, and I kept saying, just give me, like, the tickets, didn't I? Maybe I kind of messed myself up also in ways I talk to people, like talking to the doctor and I told her to fuck off. You know, maybe get something a bit combat-y right now with the perks. Because I may carry on playing with this character with other quest mods afterwards, because this isn't so much like a big overhaul, is it? It's sort of like something to add to like your playthrough. Really, I think. Like, I guess it can be considered DLC size, even at like, what, 3 to 4 hours, is it? I've been playing. It could still be DLC size, small one, but no, like nothing compared to like the Frontier, for example. At least those bullets hitting your body are rarely criticals. Make myself tougher, sure. Do that instead. Right, the armory. There must be a way in, right? I reckon there might be a ventilation shaft that's sort of nearby it. This maintenance. I don't have the key to maintenance. So there's also somewhere else I could get in, unless that is also that might be where I went in a vent downstairs, right? The woman from the vault. That might have been where she went. There's utility. Where's the armory? This is the armory, right? Yeah. Yeah, so is there a vent, like in the next door room? Maybe in the systems room? There's loads of vents in here. Are any of these good? No. No. No, no. And then there's nothing in here in particular to be able to blow him up, right? He won't talk to me no more. I think it's the best thing to do, because he's cray-cray. I feel sorry for the other guys. I mean, I don't quite understand why Roland attacked me when I gave him the thing to be free, right? That's confusing. I really hope you can blow these guys up. At the moment, it's sort of feeling like you sort of just shoehorned in the way to just sort of act peacefully with these guys. This is not where I want to go. I want to go to the engine room eventually, but not right now. I would have found the vent right down here if there was other vents. Maybe like on top of the armory. What room's on top of the armory? Is it the common room? It's like downstairs, right? There is a vent over here. Is it this one? Can I go in this one? Yes. Nice. Okay. Surely you can like blow them up, right? Look at all this as well. I can like armor myself up with better guns. What is this? Can't afford no. There should be C4 in here. The guy said that his C4 got taken, or they used C4 to like blow up slavers, right? I don't think they used all of it. Yeah, C4, there you go. Detonator, nice. Alright, let's maybe go to the armory now then and see if we can use that. I hope you bloody well can, because there was that room for the... I meant the engine room, right? There's the room for the engine room that you could go in. You couldn't do anything in it. So I wonder if maybe, like I said earlier, the only reason for it to go in there is to like blow them up. And I didn't, for starters, I didn't have any C4 or anything like that to blow them up anyway. But they may have just made it so if you come in here and take it, then you can go in there and blow it up. There was like the bluff option, wasn't there, to say that you've done it. So can I just like follow through? Oh, there's a ledger here. This is Piper and Fuckface. So there's someone in room 4 called Piper. I couldn't get in there because of the lockpick. Can I get in there now as well with the ventilation shafts? Not one in ventilation shafts, is there? There's then one. There wasn't like a vent from this room, right? Because otherwise, what's the point in this room? No. Where's room 4? This room 4. Oh no, James is still friendly. I thought you were hostile.
So, how may I help you?
Why is he now normal? I can't talk to him about any of the shit that's happened. There doesn't seem to be anything I can do with him. Also, I never found out who was talking to me here. Was it Arthur that was talking to me on that? Where does this ventilation shaft go? The living quarters. Ah, yeah, I'm in someone else's room. Whose room am I in now? Metal armor. Whose room is this? Maybe this is the Piper person? I never thought to think that I could like go through the vents with this thing. Like upstairs. I just assumed it was like downstairs. I do need some drinks. This is a room I've not been in, right? There's nothing in here, no? Say whose room this is? Any card? They said they were like a ghoul? I think. It said they survived the Holocaust, so I'm assuming they were a ghoul. Also, Arthur didn't like them very much, did he? Unless the Piper stayed in my room before me. I've had like fun playing this, like nice little pace changer, but it does seem like he wants to play in one way, doesn't it? Like, why am I not able to like easily blow this place up? I'm hoping you can. Now, right? Otherwise, why allow this room back here? Is somewhere I can place VC4? No. Maybe like I had to have the C4 in my inventory for the bluff to work. Because the bluff didn't work. Did it? I can't do anything here with the C4. I don't have to like have it in my hand, do I? I assume you don't actually plant it, right? Right? Because that would blow me up, wouldn't it? Maybe the other room, because there's two like engine rooms, right? There's like a workshop too. Maybe it's the other one. But that room was like empty, right? So this one actually has things in it, so I would assume it would be the other room that you use this. Okay. I may need to reload because I think it's not really allowing me to just sort of blow them up. I'm gonna kill myself in here though, really, aren't I? Is this like far enough away? Where's the detonator? Okay. Alright, I reckon maybe I need to reload and then bluff with him. Because I don't know what else to do other than just like leave, which like seems boring. Right? Which I don't think I can anyway, so he locked the fucking doors. So let's see if I can make my bluff a bit more weighty by grabbing this C4. Maybe that's what it is, right? Maybe you just needed to go into... He said like he watches me, right? What I've been doing. So maybe he just needed to watch me go into this place and then the engine room. Maybe that's all the point of that room is. Like he sees you go in there after also going into the armory. But maybe the bluff will work, right? Because he just ignored me when I said that before. Otherwise, I'm going to have to try and actually talk to him again. Which seems a bit shit, really, because I found that the only reason I'm having to reload here is because for some reason it doesn't seem possible to actually blow him up with the C4 in the engine room, other than just with a bluff, I think. I think this, it's not really that Fallout-y, really, I don't think, this quest. I think it's a nice little mystery, but it could happen in any world, really, couldn't it, in a lot of ways. It doesn't have to be in Fallout. And it seems to be a bit... one way? No? Like, why can't I blow them up? Maybe you can. Unfortunately, there's no, like, walkthroughs, really, for this game. Mod. Other than, like, what you're meant to do for, like, the best ending. Like, shows you, like, the path to get just the best ending, which makes me think that's the way it's sort of, like, meant to be played and you can't do the others. Because there's, like, a file on Nexus Mods that shows, like, a walkthrough. And the author only gives the best way to complete it. Well, what if I don't want to do it that way, you know? Why not also offer a guide to do it the other ways? Okay, hello Arthur. I am going to bluff here. Right, so I tried this before. I hit C4 in blind spot. I think those turrets can kill me before I trigger this detonator. Is that what it said? Specifically, before? Or did it say I have C4 and a plant in the engine room? Let's see if this will work.
There is a reason why I hate humans.
I think it has worked.
You squander your potential.
Now that I got your unadulterated attention, let's have a little chat. Oh, so nice. You still go in the same direction.
You are playing a dangerous game, human. If you demonstrate any intention to harm the library or myself, I will make those turrets fire. And
You want to do that anyway,
become
though.
pretty good at detecting shady motivations.
You want to do that anyway, though, don't you? There are things need to hear from you first.
It's a sad affair you decided to play the detective. In normal
You already
circumstances,
said this, right?
I would have applauded your deductive abilities in the current situation. Your petty curiosity for other people's lives and deaths have driven you into a corner. Humans seldom learn their place.
Why can't I blow him up? This is why I don't like no quest markers, because I don't know if there is an actual way I could be doing this. My opinion of this mod has gone down a little bit, but that might just be my own ineptitude. I just feel like I'm not having any freedom to finish how I'd like. I heard more than I could bear. I'm putting us both out of our miseries. So does that mean I'm gonna... Should I try? Did it say that exactly last time? It didn't say that exactly last time, did it? It said I'm like gonna protect my freedom, didn't it? Let's see if I can blow him up.
Yes. I expected you'd eventually cave into those emotions. Let us be done with you.
Anything to trigger, you know? There's not. It just comes up saying like quest failed, I guess. That's the quest failed noise, wasn't it? There's nothing. So what the hell? Why can't I blow him up? Didn't it say at one point optional? Find a way to like blow him up. This. I'm getting frustrated now. Maybe I just need to try and talk to him through it. And what's even more frustrating is that I can't look up online like some sort of walkthrough on how to kill him. I think I just need to sort of go through the speech checks, mate, which is kind of annoying, in all honesty, because I failed that. I should be able to just be able to blow it up, like continue from like my own failures of choice. It doesn't seem like I can, but maybe I'm wrong, and I just don't know how to do it. But that's everything I look up online. People are also saying the same sort of things. Doesn't seem like you can. At least I can't find anyone who's offered any help for it. And the only walkthrough guide available by the author in his own files and his own mod is just to get the best ending. Like he wants you to get that and no help to get any of the others. Even though it says it's like 4 endings. Huh? You know, it's a shame it's sort of ending this way. I can't just blow everyone up. Because I failed. Like with the speech checks and stuff. So let's just try and do all the speechy speech and be nice. Try not foul like I did twice before. Can unsheath a weapon at him? What's the point in that? Was that there before? If you don't want to talk, I have a friend here who's eager to do it for you. Was that there before? I don't remember that being there before.
Checkmate, my friend. You just gave the turrets the motive they needed to kill you.
Reloaded again. Oh man, why can't I just blow him up? What's the point in offering you the bloody rail engine room if you can't blow up with the C4 other than just the bluff to get him to talk to you? Maybe by completing Helena's quest you get like an extra thing, but I think I fucked that too. Right, yes, here we go. Bluff, see this detonator, there's C4 hidden everywhere. You will listen to what I say or else.
And what do you say, human?
It's the same thing. It's made no difference. I said that before and nothing happened. It just did then. I don't understand. Ugh. I can't say that because that causes them all to come. This is where he comes into the tree, though, right? Of the speech checks, basically. Yeah, this is giving up at the bottom. The personality module has corrupted your rays, right? This is where I then had a second chance to go through things. Let's try this again.
Let me tell you something about me.
Yeah,
After
you've like using your
so
CPU power to process my emotions and what I'm gonna fucking well say, which is just a lot of bullshit. I've got these right, didn't I, for a little while? What did I say? Was it this one? You're wrong about this library and about the fact that you needed to protect it.
If it wasn't for me, our master would have torn down half the library.
Did I say this?
And this place would have been ruined by the Brotherhood. How could you think
I don't think I did
I
say
am
this.
unfit to monitor this?
This actually seems the correct choice. I've got the guide in front of me of what the things I want to say, but I really want to try and not use it. If I'm forced to try and go down this path, let's see if I can get everywhere. Come on. This is mankind's legacy you're sitting on, using it as a vantage point to sentence us to ignorance. Have you considered the amount of people that could be educated if you were a little less cautious? Yeah, I don't think he'd like that one. Because he seems to think that people don't want to be educated, doesn't he, from the small sample of people that have come in here. In the meantime, people are dying outside when it could be safe here. What about saving them? That was an option that came up before and I didn't say it, right? Should I be saying that one? It's mankind's legacy is sitting on us, using it as a vantage point to send us to. Because I don't think that's the right correct. It seems too hostile too. Have you considered the amount of people that could be educated if you were a little less cautious? Did I not? I swear I said that, but it just feels like that's the right answer.
Don't make me responsible for the ignorance of
Did I
your
say that one?
fellow
Maybe I didn't
humans.
say that one before.
Knowledge is not to be spoon-fed to people who are not ready to fight for it.
Right? I don't think I did say that one. I was ready to fight for it, but you hastily concluded I wasn't good enough before I could prove it. Did I say that? I swear I've said that before too. We have to fight for it, we have to fight rightfully as. Oh, I remember being on this one. Oh no, I remember being on this tree. I did say this, right? I think it was right.
Knowledge you chose to
Yeah,
chase.
I think this
the
was right.
mysteries you tried
Yeah, because
to
he was talking about me
put
talking
all
about
these books
right.
at your
So the one I
disposition
said
on
before
top
that,
of
I did say that one before too. Right, so it's managed to get to this point. So then, where am I now? Well, no, I feel like I've gone back to the start again, haven't I? Because look, the speech, you didn't understand why I said you're wrong, Arthur. Let me rephrase that for you. I think I said something wrong, didn't I? Oh, for God's sake, it's happened again. I did say the wrong thing. Oh, fuck. Maybe I need to use the guide.
So, entertain me, human. Where am I wrong?
I got it fucking wrong. Right, so what you meant to say on this then, for fuck's sake? You are wrong about a lot of things, right? And then you get to this. I got this right, I think. You say this.
If it wasn't for me, our master would have torn down half the library. How could you...
And then you say the second, so I got that right too. If you consider the amount of people that could be educated if you're a little less cautious.
Don't make me...
And then I'm meant to say... Oh, he actually says to say the first one. But that was wrong. This guide is wrong, obviously. But should I try the second one?
Am I implying that humans have to work to become worthy of their ancestors' efforts before they can be permitted to continue their work? Yes. And I don't see how this is a problem.
Okay. The guide is wrong, then. I'm scared to fucking follow it. I'm scared to follow it. If it was wrong, why was that wrong? Yeah, I don't know then. I don't trust that at all. So we're flying blinds and we're just going with like we're going to just have to keep trying, I guess. Can I save at this point? No. How many books would have been written if culture had always been hijacked by jackasses like you? That seems terrible. Are you asking us to get an education without having access to it? Or if you don't want to pick up the trail left by the old world? Yeah, the second one, I guess.
If it means that one day the library will be safe in the hands of one enlightened, providential individual, one man brilliant enough to be able to kickstart mankind into a new era of enlightenment, then even if I have to wait thousands of years from now on, yes, that's what I'm asking of you.
Okay, that's good. That's right. Right? I just realised I made a mistake talking to you as if you were capable of rational argument. Look at you, Arthur, involving irrational emotions to justify your haphazard decisions. Do you picture yourself as our equal, Arthur? You need to be reminded of what you are. That sounds terrible. I just realised I made a mistake talking to you as if you were capable of rational argument. That sounds terrible. Look at you, Arthur, invoking irrational emotions to justify your haphazard decisions.
I don't like your tone, Wanderer.
You sound like a human, in other words.
What are you trying to say?
Mm-hmm. Your personality module is clouding your judgment. This isn't about logic. This is about fear. Could work. You know nothing about the outside world. Fear it and make irrational decisions. Do I need to remind you of why you were created? Given a your personality module is clouding your judgment. This isn't about logic. This is about fear.
And what proof do you have that I'm acting out of fear?
This is going okay at the moment. You have done countless mistakes simply out of fear that something would go wrong. You wouldn't know, Arthur. You're not self-aware. You don't even know you're acting out of emotions. Oh God! You have done countless mistakes simply out of fear that something would go wrong. You wouldn't know, Arthur. You're not self-aware. You don't even know. You're acting out of emotions. Oh God! Oh please, don't fail me. I don't know what it is. The guide isn't working. You told me the wrong answer. What do I say? The first one? Second one? Second one.
Then show me just one mistake I have made, human.
Okay.
Tell me one contradiction. Tell me
the goal?
one occurrence where my personality module took the best of my judgment.
The goal? You made the ghoul kill himself, didn't you? During this exchange, you haven't been trying to convince me. You were trying to convince yourself. You're condemning me for having pursued the truth, while truth is the source of knowledge. That my whole point. You're not programmed to realise when you're wrong. That is your flaw. Robson began writing his memories. 2 centuries of observations unfinished because of you. He might, that could be a good one to say to him too. You take that this library is inherently good, but you have yet to let us study and question it. I think this one.
You are right. I assume too much.
Okay.
I crossed all boundaries, and for what? Or rather, because of what? Because I thought like a human, nourishing doubts when they were uncalled for, building schemes, lies, weaving intrigues, because of the probability that something could go wrong. I've been set on this course of action for a while now, and never did I suspect that my logic and motives were flawed. I have doubted every word, questioned every lesson I could process in my memories. And yet, out of vanity, I have never doubted myself.
It sounds like we've
never
managed
doubted
to
myself.
successfully
I've
do
been
this.
ignorant, vain, and blind to my own shortcomings. In the end, this personality has been a curse. I'll be glad to get rid of it. Here.
Oh!
Do you see it? Get it off.
Alright.
I'll be better as a simple, talking database.
Okay. He wants me to get rid of his like AI. He wants a lobotomy like the maintenance bot had, except he wants his and the maintenance bot didn't, right? I'm not gonna like question whether he wants it or not. He's a dick. I wanted to blow him up to start with. Why don't you sing me a song? It won't hurt much, just a little when you realise that you will forget everything. Brace yourself, here comes your lobotomy! Your hand reaches for the little module which, against your expectations, comes in the form of a small ovoid object. You put some weight in your arm and in seconds it comes off effortlessly, leaving hanging the circuits that are plugged in it. After this quiet humming stops for moments before coming back a few seconds later, only lighter, it is done. Hello? There is no response. First time silence in this room seems natural. You persuaded Arthur to give up his personality module. He's just harmless database now. Good. There's an optional thing there I did not get to read in time. I don't know if there was like some sort of checks there that I might have been missing because like I didn't have like high enough speech, for example. I guess it's just like round some things up on here, for sure. But I might continue playing with this character in the future, right, with other things. So I won't just like piss away what I'm choosing. I chose this right before I like reloaded back, make myself a bit beefier. The quest is still in that log though. Tie up any loose ends with James. I'm a little annoyed that I've sort of at least felt like I've been forced to go down that path, right? I had to sort of like reload saves. I couldn't like continue after I'd failed speech tree initially, right? To then just blow him up, even though I was able to go into the armory and also the engine room, but I couldn't place the C4 anywhere, and then the bluff on him didn't seem to work. I don't know if that
did you
was
decide anything?
The way it's designed poorly, or I missed something, and that's also a problem with no quest markers. That's one reason I don't like it, because there might be something that I could have done to do that, but I don't know where it is. And this is not a very popular mod, at least not popular enough that people write walkthroughs for it online, other than the author of the mod, which only gives you the best ending, and the fucking dialogue tree for it anyway doesn't bloody work. At least the one that I followed on Steam, because he got the questions wrong and I had to do it myself. I've come to a decision about you, James.
Of course.
I've got the personality thing to change you if you would like it. Your master left the program to rewrite your protocols and lift your restraints. Yeah, do you want it or not? You're a murderer? No, I don't think so. You have proved you were dangerous to human lives. Can't let you... No. I'm offering you a chance of redemption. You should know, though, that it won't come easily. No. It was his programming that made him do it, and he's also got like poisoned by Arthur. And I won't be too harsh on him. He seemed he did it with compassion as well, right? If he was doing the best thing for the library, do you want to change? Got the thing to overwrite your protocol.
Where did you find this?
I thought I already showed you this in your master's room with a note saying you didn't need constraints anymore.
He really did that.
I thought you already showed him that. Did I
But
not?
what will happen to us if we have no protocols?
But I only showed
no
a rodent.
fake personalities. What will remain of us? Only machines?
Do what you want. It's a leap of faith. Do you still trust your master?
It matters little whether I still trust him or not. With what I've done to him, putting myself at his mercy again, after all this while. I owe him this. Maybe it's the only right thing left to do. Please, do it.
Okay. Here we go. You proceed to install the necessary software from the holotape. The process is quite seamless. During the whole operation, James is silent. He just like kills me now. Are you okay?
I feel different. I'm not the same anymore. My processing power is suddenly freed from the countless amounts of superfluous communications.
How do you feel about the death of your master now?
It is a waste. A terrible waste for everyone. The end of sentient life is always a terrible waste. The death of my master will remain an invaluable lesson.
Okay. How do you feel?
I can now interpret things with more clarity. I understand what I have done. And I understand I have been making erroneous judgments because I lack the necessary context. I will correct this in the most efficient way available.
How? What are you going to do?
First, I'm going to get a thorough checkup with the maintenance bot. It would be a shame to waste this fine program with unmaintained circuits. Then, I'm going outside. Test out what I am. What I have become.
Just gonna die.
And verify it in the light of the outside world.
Do you have any weapons?
I have been seeing human interactions through twisted lenses. It is important that I try to genuinely understand them, and myself better.
I'll be going now. Good luck.
If I had to put it in other words, don't worry about me. You have been a true friend.
Have I?
And you have brought me light. I hope the library also brought some to you. Here, take these. That's the least I can do.
What have you given me? Tickets? Quest complete. You're lucky I couldn't blow the place up, otherwise you and all your friends would be dead. That's what I wanted to do. Yeah, printing cards. I'll level up again. I'm out of here. Rest in peace, Toaster Boy.
Yes, be on your way.
Rest in peace. I don't know. I put stuff into guns before. I probably should if I continue playing. Right. And then at one point, round up to survival. Cool. Continue. Actually, I should have been putting stuff in to like get the perks I wanted to repair, didn't I? Oh, stupid. Okay, even if I go back, it's not enough, is it? If I take it out, put it into repair, it'd be like 35. What was it? It was like more than that, wasn't it? So it wouldn't be enough. Who cares? To be honest with you, I'm probably gonna like disable the mod anyway after I'm done with it. So that one perk that I've got, I'll just lose it because you have to have the mod still installed, right? What's the point after I've like completed it? I'll just get toughness. Who cares? Oh, bloody no! We'll get bloody mess. I love bloody mess. Alright, and we're done. We're done. So now we just leave, I guess. I think it's a nice little mod to play alongside your normal playthrough. It's not so much a DLC size mod, I don't think, really. It's just like a nice little detour to your normal game, I think, rather than like a big overhaul. I mean, it never said it was an overhaul, but it said it was sort of like DLC size. How long was that? Like 4 hours? Yeah, it'd be quite short. If I bought a DLC, it's only 4 hours of this quality. I guess maybe if it was like a low price, maybe. Decent. I enjoyed the mystery, but I'm kind of annoyed that I couldn't end it in the way that I could, unless there was a way to do it, and I just didn't know. And that comes down to quest markers. I need quest markers. I don't like not having quest markers because it then leaves that sort of question mark around whether I could have done something better or not.
After the Courier's
got a
departure,
cutscene.
more and more people came to Hypatia, glad they could learn something that they would exploit to further their ends. Inevitably, the library suffered. With no more food stocks and barely any amenities to speak of, the flow of visitors soon dried up.
Could I have helped with that?
Despite the vigilance of its denizens, countless books were ruined, profaned, or freely borrowed.
This is bad ending.
But despite the countless abuse the library of Hypatia suffered,
Okay.
she nevertheless impregnated the minds of countless people.
There's some sort of positive there.
People who would bear its invaluable and otherwise forgotten fruits into the wasteland.
Yeah, the followers of the apocalypse
Now
probably really like
severed
this
from
place.
his personality module's influence, Arthur resumed his duties with quiet impartiality. He kept a functional eye on the library's well-being, and also continued to answer any questions he was asked, though without embellishment.
That's probably better, really, though, isn't it?
Arthur was no more,
He was a dick.
and in his stead was a peaceful machine
Yeah.
that provided clear answers when they were needed.
That's what you want from a library.
Released from his protocols and constraints, James wandered in the wastelands for a while.
Ah, shit. Was I meant to talk to all the others as well about unleashing them? I did do it with Roland in this save, though, right?
Though free from his questioning behavior, he was nevertheless curious about the lives of the people outside.
The woman didn't want it, and I didn't ask, like, the dementia robot. The dementia-installed
At
robot.
first, he did so out of habit, in hopes to find a way to promote the library, and afterwards, because he simply found it all very interesting, and for the very first time in his existence, instead of asking questions, He began to observe and try to make sense of things on his own. Years passed, and eventually came back to the library, strengthened from his newfound wisdom. He managed his former function with a renewed open mind.
Helena continued to explore her own synthetic psyche, with little apparent progress.
Probably because I didn't complete her quest. Because I told her to piss off on a piece of paper.
After time went by, she progressively grew frustrated by her seemingly unending streak of failures.
Another problem with no quest markers.
Little she knew that the only thing she lacked wasn't the skill to help her patients, which she could in her own unorthodox style. What she actually lacked was the experience and confidence that she was wise, understanding, and creative enough to do it.
Now free to take on the whole Mojave with his award-winning
Okay, I did do it with him.
personality, Roland set out to playfully humiliate the inhabitants of this world.
All these robots gonna have their own fucking endings. I should have also tried to
pushing
put more
them
to the
very
crazy one.
edge of suicide,
Didn't offer him
but stopping
a
short,
choice to leave, did I?
only because he was a good guy. Over time, things went more or less expected, and the Wastelanders didn't quite respond favorably to Roland's altruistic evangelism.
Did they kill him?
Roland ended up badly beaten, dismantled for parts, and tossed down into a rocky ravine and left to rot more than he had hoped.
Oh, he survived still.
And he had hoped it would only happen 24 or so times.
I mean, with AI learning, he should learn to not be a dick. That should help him.
And yet, against all odds, a kind soul came along every single time and hauled his broken and mangled body from that hopeless ravine and repaired him back to working order. Perhaps there is hope in this world. Or maybe it was that message he scrawled on his hull that read, "Super duper treasure in databank. Fix for free treasure map." that had something to do with it.
Yeah, I didn't talk to this thing.
The maintenance bot's return, and Robson's demise, Edgard began to think. Really hard. A lot, a bit too much to be honest, happened in a short span of time, and for the first time, he asked himself if it was right for him to hide away. With Helena's help and the maintenance bot's guidance, Edgard progressively forgot his own inadequacy.
That's good. Didn't need my help then.
And though he remained that strange little oddball, he nevertheless found his place in the library
Okay,
by
that's
becoming
good.
a teacher for young children.
I didn't really do anything to help that. Maybe it's better that way.
Though his teaching skills were practically non-existent, he did provide endless amusement to the children he was in charge of. After a while, the young ones discovered that enlightenment wouldn't come from Edgard's poor tutelage, but from their own curiosity. Edgard's joyful spirit, and even his teaching, was able to produce a safe space for learning, where they could learn, at their own pace, that knowledge is nothing to be intimidated about.
The maintenance bot resumed his numerous duties with his usual stoicism. His dry, methodical work would ensure that the library's timeless collection would endure with the passing of time. On the occasion, he would help Helena in nursing Edgard back to some semblance of mental health. Inspired by the latter's progress, and his own stimulating exchanges with the Courier, he began keeping most of his thoughts to himself, now trusting others' abilities to come up with their own conclusions. His constant occupations and occasional mentoring, coupled with a strict self-discipline, brought him an unshakable inner peace. And though he never forgave his master's poor choices and misguided tyranny, he still quietly mourned his death. As for the Courier, it was now time for him to resume his quest.
Was it?
While Hypatia had been a strange step in his journey, he couldn't shake the feeling that it set something right within him.
Did it? Don't tell me how to feel.
Strange feeling. As if something that was previously dormant was now hatching within.
What?
These machines had struggled with their own sentience to become more than what they were.
This is all about sort of more than thinking about revenge, right? It seems to be in this little quest.
In fact, he was not so different. He was also seeking himself, and maybe that meant becoming something.
Don't tell me how to
different
think.
as well.
I don't like it. Don't tell me how to make the Courier think, okay?
All
It's
that
an RPG. I can
mattered
think
was
what I
to
want.
set himself in motion, and by leaving the library, that's what he began to do.
Don't do it, okay? Don't tell me ways to think. I can think what my own character wants to think. My character wanted to blow the place up and be done with it at the end. Oh, what is this? Nice little pan there, wasn't it? Of me in my bonnet that I forgot I was wearing the whole time. Crazy son of a bitch. My guy's obviously mentally ill. Okay, cool, we're done on that, sure. Maybe continue more with other New Vegas quests with this character, seeing as we are only level 6. We started like a new guy, right, for this. Could do. Because I'm not sure that quite sort of itched my Fallout itch, you know, because it didn't really feel too much like Fallout, really, I don't think, other than sort of the story in a Fallout world. It's very dialogue heavy, which I guess sort of guessed it would be, but at times it was maybe a bit too much. And they couldn't really do all that much choice in it, really, I don't think. Like, why could I not blow it up at the end? It's disappointing. After failing, right, I don't like having to like have to reload a save because I've failed and not completed it in a way in which I was meant to complete it, which is obviously the way the author of the mod wants people to do it, because the only guide he's offered in his files includes ones for the best ending only and not anything else. And anything I've looked online doesn't give me any guides to being able to blow it up. I've read something that said you could bluff. The bluff would work. Like after I looked it up when the bluff didn't work after doing the C4 and the engine room. It looks like you just can't blow it up, and it is meant to be just a bluff, but it didn't work, right? When I did it, it just sort of like leads you on to like the next like normal tree of conversation, like you do anyway. So I liked the story and the mystery of it. I didn't like the no quest markers, though I understand why it was done, but I need the choice. I'd like there to have been like a choice, or sometimes to put them on and sometimes to leave them off, because it's made me like leave with like a question mark of, was there a way to be able to do this that I don't know? And there's no information even by the modder himself to say yes you can, unless there's ways to sort of dive down into like the forums or say, you know, if he's going to offer like a guide in the files, at least offer a comprehensive one. But yeah, I guess it's fun to play through once, but I wouldn't like include it again in any other playthrough. And like I said, maybe I would have had a bit more fun if I chose something else that got more of a Fallout itch, because I still feel like I haven't got it. So I may continue playing with this character with some more quest mods, if they are just like sort of quests and not like the Frontier sort of type of quests. So at least I'll have this here anyway, that if I want to start playing like a playthrough of just like modded adventures, I can carry on from this one. I guess I could always just start again from another character, but this guy is here ready and waiting. Though I'm not quite sure why I'm bored. But yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this story. It was very interesting, but maybe not hugely engaging. I don't quite know how well this would have done. But at the very least, it was a nice little icebreaker from games I've been playing. I've been playing a lot of shooty games, so it's quite nice in that regard. But I came in wanting to play something in Fallout, and it's more of a case it's just a story in Fallout, I think, rather than an actual Fallout-y story. Maybe that's just because it's not exactly what I would have thought. I thought maybe it would be a bit bigger than this. It's quite small, really. DLC size, shape. I just took it as it would be something like New California or the Frontier size, when really it's just sort of I think it's just an added thing to play in your normal playthrough, really. Which in that regard you wouldn't have any complaints. Just like a nice little side track. But yeah, thanks for watching. If you have any recommendations for Fallout quest mods, let me know, because I just sort of go by like sort of the most popular ones on like Nexus, which I can keep doing, of course, but there might be more unheard ones, right? Things that have the most numbers don't necessarily mean the best content. So yeah, this one was okay, but it's a shame it couldn't be ended in a way that I ended up going down, unless it could have. I don't know. But yeah, I'm just going to keep rambling on and on otherwise about the same thing. So thanks for watching. I will see you in whatever video is next. I'm probably playing Borderlands at the moment and Cyberpunk still, so check those out. Otherwise, I'll see you in whatever else I'll be playing next. Bye bye.
Stay classy, New Vegas.